Good morning, Lewis. I'm Gianna Siacha and filling in for Abby today.
And I'm Brandon Najera.
Thank you for joining us for the special Veterans Day episode of Good Morning Lewis. Today is November 11th, 2025. Today on GML, we will check out our favorite social media posts, share some feel-good stories, and stay on top of what's hot with Christian Kluver. Plus, stay tuned for an exclusive interview with veteran and Lewis student Donnie Livingston. To kick us off this morning, let's take a look at some of our favorite social media posts this week.
Let's see what we picked out this week.
Yes.
This is mine.
Okay.
In 2015, I'm out here, I'm playing games like Temple Run,
Yeah.
Subway Surfers. Now it's a bunch of Google and LinkedIn things.
LinkedIn, Google Meets.
It's not as cool. You ever played this game?
Hill climb racing?
Yeah.
I used to play it on my computer.
I think I'm gonna re-download it actually now that
Yeah.
I look at this.
I really like Subway Surfers though. That one's really good.
You know, this Robert Patterson here, completely accurate to how I feel about this.
Yes, the smile to no smile at all.
Not smiling
To no
anymore.
smiling, yeah. But yeah.
On to our next post. Let's see what you picked out here today.
So the top goes, I haven't seen you for a minute. You good? Yeah, I'm good. I feel one with Squidward in this.
I felt like this yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
I was so busy.
Yeah, especially with finals almost coming up too.
Yeah, yesterday I felt like an academic weapon. You
Yes.
know, I was locked in.
What were you locked in with?
Everything.
Everything known to mankind.
Anything and everything.
Yeah.
On to our next one. All right, look, you can only pick one dog out of these.
Only one?
Yeah, only one.
I think I'd go with Snoopy.
You know, I think I might do the same thing. Snoopy or Clifford, because I feel like I like Scooby-Doo, but if I pick Scooby-Doo, I'm gonna run into a lot of problems.
Yeah, but Clifford is a big red dog. Snoopy can play the. Can Snoopy play the piano?
I think so.
Was that Schroeder?
What can he do?
I don't know. Oh, he's on top of like the doghouse and the.
Yeah, and he's a pilot.
Yeah, and like the Thanksgiving special.
So basically, like, that's the only choice. You pick Courage, you're in trouble.
I don't know who Courage is. I think it's the pink one, right?
That's terrible. On to our next post.
Alrighty, me every morning regretting why I didn't sleep earlier the night before. Accurate depiction of me this morning.
I felt that.
I went to bed after registering at like midnight last night, and I was knocked out. And then I'm like, when I woke up, I regretted.
I heard my alarm, then I waited like another hour.
Yeah, brain rot in the morning.
I had to scroll through TikTok, see what's going on.
Yeah.
That's basically like looking at the news.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost.
On to our next one. I think it's our TikToks now.
I think so. So it says me on November 27th while everyone is having Thanksgiving dinner downstairs. So I believe that's when the Stranger Things season 5 is released, which I will be tuning in for. Are you going to be tuning in for that?
I will, but I'm mad because they dragged it out. I
Yeah.
think, when did they start? I was in like middle school.
I was in 6th grade when they started, so 2016.
So I was in like 5th grade?
I think so. Yeah. I remember watching it vividly, like every episode with my family. I don't know why my family allowed us to watch it though, when I was like 12.
These guys are old now. Like, they're not even kids anymore. Like, how old are they supposed to be in the show?
I know they're like the same age as us in real life,
I don't think so.
but in the show, I have no idea. I think they were like in high school.
Lord.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out mine.
Your video.
Me shouting for my mom because I cleaned my room and I want her to come and see how clean it is. This is accurate. If I pick up anything, I'm telling my mom immediately what I did.
I cleaned my room.
I need credit for everything.
She needs to make sure that she
needs-
could see the floor.
Okay, she can always see the floor. Let's be accurate here. Why did they stretch it out like that?
The towel on his head representing him as the mom.
That's so
Makes
weird.
me-
That's like a thing now.
Yeah, it makes me laugh. It gives me like 2020 TikTok vibes.
You don't need a costume design. You
Nope.
put a towel over
Just
your
put the
head
towel
and
in
be
your-
a whole new character.
Yeah, but anyways, stay tuned. Mistel Shosh will join Brandon with our feel-good moments of the week. Stay with us.
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought-after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you towards success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
For over 50 years, WLRA has been on air showcasing countless students. As the first all-digital college radio station, Lewis University students are given access to industry-leading equipment. Equipment that commercial stations utilize, equipment that creates, and equipment that brings radio to life.
I like WLRA because it gives me the opportunity to get experience with news broadcasting and working with radio.
Stop by De La Salle 210 or at WLRA Radio to get started on your radio career.
A childhood classic is coming to life in a storybook-inspired hotel suite.
The Sheraton Boston Hotel just unveiled its Goodnight Moon suite. It's a full-scale replica of the Great Green Room from the beloved 1947 children's book by Margaret Wise Brown. The whimsical room, perched on the 24th floor with the views of the Charles River, features green walls, red carpet, a glowing LED fireplace, and even a working dollhouse. The suite also comes with other custom amenities, including a plush bunny for each child and turn-down service complete with milk and cookies served in a keepsake porcelain bowl. Honestly, forget the kids. That sounds like my kind of bedtime routine. Like, come on, like a plush bunny, milk and cookies. You even get to keep the bowl.
I don't think I've read the book, but the room looks really
I haven't
cool.
either, but I like the sound of that.
Like milk and cookies,
I'd
that's
book
what
a
got
night
me.
there.
One of the most beloved TV shows for generations of children and their parents is marking a birthday on Monday. Sesame Street turns 56 years old. The public television show was the brainchild of Joan Cooney. She was a former documentary producer for PBS. Cooney wanted to create a show for preschoolers that was both entertaining and educational. She also wanted to help underprivileged 3 to 5-year-olds get ready for kindergarten. Sesame Street featured the Muppets. Cooney hired Muppets creator Jim Henson to create a cast of characters for the show. Some of the iconic figures, Big Bird, Cookie Monster, and Bert and Ernie, are still popular today. And the show lives on. It is estimated that some 80 million Americans have watched Sesame Street since its debut in 1969. That's insane.
That is. I mean, I never really watched the Muppets, so I don't have much to comment on this.
Nah, I'm all up in it. Bert and Ernie, Grover.
Were you an avid
I was,
fan
I
as
was
a kid?
eating that up.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Mr. Noodles.
Oh,
That's me.
Monday marks an important date in military history. On November 10th, 1775, John Adams drafted a resolution that created what was then known as the Continental Marines. That date is now observed as the birthday of the U.S. Marine Corps. Each state is celebrating the 250th anniversary of the Marines in their own special way this month. And the U.S. Mint has unveiled a special commemorative coin to honor the rich history of the Marines. Currently, there are more than 200,000 active duty and reserve Marines serving in the United States. A quarter millennium of service and dedication is amazing.
That's a lot. It's a long time, actually.
We'll be right back for our interview with Donnie Livingston. Was I supposed to look in the middle?
Yeah.
Well,
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you toward success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
Today, I'm joined by Donnie Livingston, U.S. Army veteran and Lewis University aviation major. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Thanks
Thank
for having me.
Of course, man. Thank you for joining us and happy Veterans Day.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure we're all very grateful for you. And first and foremost, what inspired you to join the military in the first place?
Well, since I was yay tall, I was always wearing camo, and it was something that just was gonna happen. It was just a matter of when. And after high school, I didn't really have a plan to go to college or anything, so I thought I can be all I can be in the United States Army, so I signed up and talked to a recruiter, and here I am today.
I mean, there's no better use of your time.
Right?
Can you tell us a little bit about your job and role in the military?
So my role in the United States Army, I was a 19 Delta, a Cav Scout, which was a forward observer. We were the eyes and ears of the battlefield. So we reported anything and everything back to the higher-ups behind enemy lines. So whether that be roads, steep hills, or enemy movement, enemy foot patterns, we used a lot of things to observe those and report back.
Okay, so it was more of like an observe and report role then?
Pretty much. We had a motto of we'd go in with full magazines and an empty notebook. We'd come out with a full notebook and full magazines. So
that's a sick motto. How did your experience change your perspective on life, leadership, or even teamwork?
Teamwork, it's everybody's together. There is no I in the United States Army. Everybody is green there. And also, at a young age, I took on a lot of leadership roles. At the age of 20, I had 4 guys underneath me looking for leadership and whatnot. So you kind of hit the ground running when you get the Army, or any military for that matter, of you're going to be a leader. There's no way around that. So you try to be the best leader you can be, because people that are just getting into the Army of 18, 19, they need that leadership. So you try to show them how to do everything right and give them the best leadership you can. Try not to be a toxic leadership.
So you're trying to put them in like a step in the right direction then?
Pretty much, yeah. You're trying to train the next soldier to be the next leader, basically.
Okay. And is there like a particular moment or experience from your service that stood out to you?
There are many that stick out to me, but I think the best that I would say is the best for me is meeting the people. I have met people from all over the world, from Burma to Sweden, and I still talk to these guys on a regular day basis. So I think that's the most special thing from the Army, is just the people that you meet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the connections are like very strong with everybody.
I mean, just this summer I went down to Texas for one of my buddies' weddings. There was 12 of us from the original platoon that were there, so it was a nice meet and greet and nice reunion at the same time.
Dang, that's really cool. And what advice would you give someone considering joining the military?
I would say don't just join if you're like, hey, I played Call of Duty or Battlefield, I want to do that. Like, do some research before you do that, because it's a commitment. And you're no longer yourself, you're doing something that's bigger than yourself. You are representing the United States military and the United States as a whole. So definitely research what you're doing. I did a little bit of that when I was getting in. I knew what a Cav Scout was. I knew I wasn't going to be a paper jockey, or I wasn't going to be a truck driver. I was going to be a combat. That was going to be my job. I was going to see combat if I was deployed. So definitely do some research, and don't just look into the United States Army. Look into the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard, even the Space Force. They all offer different things for different people, and they all have a job that can probably meet somebody's needs. Also, it helps out with living, food, health insurance, and stuff like that a lot of people are looking forward to and could be hard to get. So definitely research and find what you want to do.
Yeah, of course. I hope you inspired like some people out there.
Hopefully I did.
And
it's a great time. You get to meet a lot of people, like I said.
Yeah, of course. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you
for your
for
service
having me.
as well.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
For over 50 years, WLRA has been on air showcasing countless students. As the first all-digital college radio station, Lewis University students are given access to industry-leading equipment. Equipment that commercial stations utilize, equipment that creates, and equipment that brings radio to life.
I like WLRA because it gives me the opportunity to get experience with news broadcasting and working with radio.
Stop by De La Salle 210 or at WLRA Radio to get started on your radio career.
Good morning, Flyers, and welcome back to another episode of Keeping Up with Christian. I'm Christian, your go-to for what is hot and trending on campus, around the area, in the city, and so much more. Hopefully everybody had a great week, and we are ready for another one, even though it is chilly outside. Whether you're looking for something fun to do in Chicago, or just want to catch up on pop culture, or just find something local to do near the area of Romeoville, of course I got you covered. Let's dive right in. Here's what's up in the city of Romeoville, or here's what's up in the city of Chicago this week. Music, shows, and obviously lots of good times. On Thursday, November 13th, Maroon 5 is actually going to hit the United Center at 8 p.m. for their Love Is Like tour. Gates open at 6:30 p.m. Perfect for a group night out and some throwback love vibes. Like, what's your guys' favorite song? I love the one that's like, this love is taking its toll. Okay, anyway. Also on Thursday, November 13th, legendary Robert Plant, yes, the Robert Plant, will be performing at the Old Town School of Folk Music in Lincoln Park at 7:30 p.m. Great for classic rock fans looking for something different. And on Monday, November 17th and Tuesday, November 18th, Patti Smith and band will perform Horses, the 50th anniversary at the Chicago Theater at 8 p.m., an iconic show for true music lovers. And for something chill and a little bit smaller, check out the underground venues and late night DJ sets all week long. Spots like the Metro, Subterranean, and Soundbar have stacked up lineups right now. So definitely go find out those listings on do312.com. Again, that's do312.com. And don't forget, the holiday energy is starting early. Millennium Park's tree lighting and holiday market kickoff is going to be on November 21st, and it's going to run through the 23rd. So it's going to be perfect for photos, hot cocoa, and just the festive city feel in general. Okay, now let's dive into pop culture. What is happening around the area this week? Chicago's own Sebastian Maniscalco is back in the spotlight. His new stand-up special, It Ain't Right, drops on November 21st on Hulu. He filmed it right at the United Center locally, so expect plenty of Chicago references and that classic Midwest humor. And on social media, everybody is talking about the Live Outing Your Weekend shows, lights, and friend groups taking over Instagram stories. If you hit the city for any of these shows, you already know that you've got to get to the content. And on the sports side, the White Sox are making big moves. They're keeping Robert Jr. and shaking up their coaching staff. So if you're a baseball fan, just tune into Chicago sports culture. This is one to watch. Hopefully the Sox bring in some good people. Now let's bring it back home for our last segment here. We're going to talk about what's going on locally in Romeoville and what's happening in Lockport. On Tuesday, November 11th, the Veterans Day, which is today, the Veterans Day service at the Romeoville Recreation Center, which is the address 900 West Romeoville Road, starts at 9 a.m. It has free breakfast for vets at 8:30 a.m., and it's a great way to just honor those who served our nation. Coming up later this month from November 21st to the 22nd, don't miss the Rumble in the Midwest at the Romeoville Athletic and Event Center. Expect games, expect vendors, expect a lively crowd. It's going to be super fun. And if you're just planning on staying close to campus, definitely check out local board game nights, pop-up fitness classes, or just small business weekend events that are happening in downtown Lockport and, of course, at Lewis. And when we're heading into the weekend, if there's still nothing to do, of course, there's the classic Stagecoach, Embers, and Paradise Bay to check out and have some fun with your friends. There's always something happening just minutes away. That is a wrap for this week's of Keeping Up with Christian. Stay tuned for next week's episode as we keep talking about holiday events that are going to be coming around the area. Get involved, get active, and as always, keep up with Christian. I will see y'all next week.
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you toward success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
Well, that's it for today. I'm Brandon Najera.
I'm Gianna Siaja.
And I'm Michelle Stotch. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time here on Good Morning Lewis.